What's poppin', friends and fam? Are you excited? I know I am. Welcome back to another episode of iCraft SMP Season 3 with your host, Lukezilla. Currently, I am at my base and it is looking wonderful. You guys probably didn't notice, but let me point something out real quick. You can see there's a little bit of leaves missing there. A lot of leaves are missing up at top, and a lot of that platform was actually missing till I repaired it. I'm guessing what happened was, I think the tree got struck by lightning and kind of burnt down a little bit, which really sucks. It sucks a lot. I kind of had to go through and repair it, but I actually ran out of jungle leaves, so I got some oak, I got some spruce, but no jungle. So what I did was I talked to Casually Avid Gamer. He owns the wood shop, and I asked him if I could have some jungle leaves. So he leaves me a chest with 2 stacks of jungle leaves. So Kaz, I greatly appreciate that. So thank you so much, good sir. We still have this chest here that was left by Ziggy, and we actually have another chest over here. This chest was left by Jen. It says, "Hope you have a better day in Minecraft." Smiley face from Jen. So, this chest has kind of a backstory. If you notice, I have 1 dog here. I used to have 2 dogs. Where's the other dog, you may ask? It was killed by a zombie. So there's some kind of weird issue, bug type thing with dogs where they can be in a sitting position, but if you're fighting a mob and the mob hits you, let's say I was like this far away from the dog, if the mob hits you, the dog will like get up from his sitting spot and he'll come and try to help you with the battle. Since I have like flame on my sword or fire aspect, whatever you want to call it, this blade is molten hot. So I hit the zombie, he was on fire, dog came up, tried to help me fight, the dog got lit on fire, and kinda burnt to death from the stupid zombie just because he wouldn't stay sitting. So now I only have 1 dog, and I was pretty upset. I typed "no" into the chat. Very unfortunate, but I guess Jen left me a little gift to make it better. So there's some some dog treats, a couple saplings, a couple flower pots, a couple golden apples, which is pretty cool, dog bones, oxeye daisies, and a cake that says "Have a good day, cake." I'm just gonna leave these here for now, as I do with gifts apparently. I'll figure out something to do with them eventually. I kind of don't want to eat the cakes because they're named, so I might like put them into item frames and make like a treasure room at my base somewhere. Oh yeah, apparently this is Jen's home sweet home now. It's because I have a sign at her house that says Lukey's home sweet home, so that's why she left a sign at my base. This is Jen's house. I have a new mouse. My old mouse is kind of loud and clicky, and I didn't like it, but now listen to this. Like if I click it hard like this, you'll still be able to hear it, but if I do like a normal click, like it's barely even noticeable. The only button you may hear whenever I'm recording is my sprint button, which I have set to my thumb. Let me click that a couple times real quick. It's called a Black Web Grim Gaming Mouse. So it's pretty much optimized for gaming. It's got like 1 more button than my other mouse had. You hold it differently in your hand. It's kind of got like a little place for your thumb. Basically, the gist of what I'm saying is I have a new mouse. It should be a lot quieter than my old mouse, but unfortunately, the sensitivity is a little bit different. It's hard for me to get used to, so I may jerk the camera around a little bit like this, and I'm really sorry for that. I hope nobody gets like motion sickness. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to get used to. There's actually a middle button on it that kind of adjusts sensitivity, so I click it once, then it makes your movements way quicker, so I can do like a full 360 of my base. I'm sorry, this is probably giving people headaches. And the next one is like super speed. I think I just clicked it onto the slowest mode right now, which actually is too slow for me. This is the tree that had gotten burnt down by lightning, so as you can see in the canopy of leaves, a lot of them are still missing. That's why I needed some leaves from Casually Avid Gamer. Now we can fill these in, but it's not necessarily going to fix my problem because I'm still going to need to find a way to prevent that from happening again in the future. The weird thing is, a similar thing happened to me close to the end, or maybe like the last quarter of Season 2. Lightning struck my construction shop and it had burnt down something similar to this. So I don't know, maybe this game hates me or something, but things of mine keep getting struck by lightning and it's okay. I digress. So we got that all fixed up now. That's pretty good. There's also a branch underneath it that I'm gonna need to fix right there. but I'll do that off camera because I don't feel like dealing with it right now. We have other plans for this episode. Something I forgot to mention, I now have a portal linking up to my base. Like, I know town center ain't too far away. It's just kind of a pain to run back and forth whenever I'm trying to get to my base. So this is just going to make things a lot quicker. So for this episode, we're going to be working on the cooked cow, aka the steak shop that me and BuildMineSurvive kind of had like a business agreement on. I'm going to be working on that. But real quick, there's a few new things popping up. Like, I don't think this was here. This is a chicken shop. There's also a new shop starting up atop this hill. Dude Plays, soon to be Pyromania shop that way. I see a little bit of lava, so I don't know what's in store, but sounds kind of cool. There's a shop right here that Exonerated made. It sells bone blocks. Over here we have the hashtag Blame Koi shop. Has like a 1 hour AFK fishery service kind of deal. I don't know if people are going to use that. A lot of the people already have their own AFK fish farm, but hey, I mean, it could be useful. So in my ender chest here, I have quite a lot of blocks, and these blocks are going to be useful for building this shop. I might want to make the corner of the shop like in line with like this line right here. So maybe I can make it start here. This will be a corner, then it could go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with this build, it actually is 8 wide in the front, but the corner's got to be taken away. It's actually going to start back up like that. And I think these sides are 12 wide. So let's kind of start off with building a shell. So the bottom part's going to be the black stained clay. This top part's going to be brown stained clay. That's kind of something. So I know the doorway is going to be 3 blocks tall. That's where the door is going to go. On the inside, there's going to be some hoppers right here, because what you're going to do is drop the payments right here at the door, and then, like BuildMineSurvive's idea, there's going to be steak raining down from the ceiling, which I'm actually prepared to do all of the redstone by myself. I worked it out in creative just so I knew what I was doing. It's not too hard. I'm just going to do a bit of a item sorter. The reason I'm doing an item sorter is just so to make sure people are actually paying diamonds rather than, oh, I'm just going to drop this dirt block in here and get some free steak. So what the item sorter is going to do, it's going to separate the diamonds from the junk. So it's going to be 2 chests underneath. One's going to be a payments chest. One's going to be a junk chest. There's going to be a signal coming off of the payments chest. Like, there's going to be a hopper there. The hopper's going to have a comparator coming off of it. The hopper gets an item. It's going to send a signal to the comparator. The comparator is going to go into a repeater and a torch and a bunch of other repeaters that all have different timings. So basically, drop a diamond in, there's going to be click, 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 and then steak's going to rain down from the ceiling. So the ceiling is going to have 16 droppers in it. The droppers on top are going to each click 4 times, and that'll give you a stack of 64 steak. So I've placed some more blocks, and I know it's kind of looking like a big piece of poop right now because it's all brown, but it's going to have more detail later. Right now I'm just kind of trying to lay some things out. Now I feel like this build is going to be much easier if I can do a lot of the redstone parts of it first, which is what I plan on doing. So I have kind of a bit of a structure made. Right here is where the hoppers are going to be. Right here is a floor, and it's made out of quartz slabs. Back here, there's actually going to be an iron door, which I can grab right now. Let's just throw this in real quick. This is basically going to be like an entrance to the utility part of this. We're going to have to dig out a lot of space underneath this, just enough to kind of put all the redstone. This will do for now. There's going to be hoppers that come down right here. The hoppers are going to feed into an item sorter, and there's going to be chest here and a chest here. The first chest is going to be the payments chest because we want to sort out the diamonds, and then anything else will go into the second chest. I guess let's get started on this redstone. So I went ahead and did the easy part first, and that is putting the droppers into the ceiling here. So as you can see, there are 16 droppers, and click, 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 click. That'll make 64 steaks falling onto the floor. We're going to want to make an item sorter coming off of this hopper chain. Now, I'm really hoping I have the space here to do it. I know I can dig out this way a little bit because it's going to be underground, which is kind of cool, but right here we don't have any space. I actually dropped it down by 1, so it's going to look a little something like this. That'll make it easier to manage. So I'm going to have the chest here and here. They're each going to have hoppers feeding into them from the back. Items will flow into this hopper here, and they'll want to go in a straight line. Now, hoppers, no matter which direction they're facing, they're always going to want to dump down. What we're going to want to do is lock this hopper and make sure only diamonds can flow through. So I'm hoping I'll be able to make one of these item sorters from memory. I know they're not the hardest thing to build, but then again, I don't do redstone very often. That's going to detect whenever there's like a certain number of items in here. We're going to need 1 diamond, then 22 or something of a different item. That way, if a diamond runs through the hoppers, it'll drop into this hopper and then onward into the chest that we have here. I think something like this should work. So this comparator is going to put a signal into this piece of redstone, then into that piece, and then that's going to lead into a repeater without any kind of tick delay on it. That torch is going to go there. No, I don't know if this is going to work like that. So I built it again. This time it's a block higher, so it's actually right where it was when we first started. This torch, since it's powering this block, this hopper should be locked. So if anything goes into here, it's not going to flow through because the hopper below it is locked. If we have it this way, it's gonna work. The only problem is we're always going to have a diamond that's sitting in this hopper here, which is unfortunate, but it shouldn't be the biggest issue in the world. So we have the item sorter right here. Right now, redstone blocks are acting like diamonds. So if I drop 8 signs, a couple of redstone thingies, and a grass block, what we'll see is the only thing that will end up here is redstone blocks, but there will be one that always stays in this hopper, unfortunately. So since BMS is charging diamonds for his shop, I'll go ahead and put the diamonds into these 2 chests. That way he's not losing out on any payments. The ones that we want, the diamonds, aka redstone in this instance, they will end up in this chest, whereas everything else, aka the signs and the grass block, end up here. So we're gonna have a comparator that feeds through this hopper here. Whenever this hopper has an item flowing through it, this is gonna have like a short little pulse, and we want to lengthen it by putting a repeater on top. Then we're gonna want one of these spruce blocks to put some redstone on. We're going to put a torch right there. The torch is going to lead into a piece of redstone, another one of those, another torch. Then we're going to have some redstone feed in, a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, just like that. Then we're going to have a bunch of repeaters, all with different delays on them. So we're going to have 2 of them here, then 3 of them here, then 4 of them here, and then 5 of them here. Now, I'm sure there are better ways of doing this, but being as I am not redstone savvy, you know, this is the best way I could come up with doing it. So we're just going to roll with it. Now I believe these are all set to the right tick intervals. There's going to be redstone wires all feeding into this one repeater here. It's going to have a torch coming off of there. Then there's going to be redstone, torch, elevator thingy, not elevator, but upward signal thingy. I don't know the technical terms for redstone stuff. I'm sorry. If you're watching this as a tutorial, it's going to be like a comedy tutorial. It's so funny because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. A torch tower. A torch tower is what this thing is called. Silly me. I couldn't think of it. Here's what happens. We can have that stretching across like so. Then there's going to be a signal that comes across just like that. I hope the signal strength is strong enough to reach all of those. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 13. I think redstone can go 14 blocks, so it should be all right. So I filled these droppers up with dirt blocks. There's 11 in each of these, and each of these should drop 4 of them at a time, and I don't have any other dirt on me, so if this works properly, then I will end up with 64 dirt blocks in my inventory. So let's drop in a bit of redstone. Okay, so I only heard it click 3 times, which is a problem. Let's see how much we pick up from this. Yep, 48. Looks like I'm going to have to adjust some of the timings. So this will be test number 4, and I'm pretty sure I have it perfectly this time. Crossing my fingers. Yes! Okay, so we heard it click 4 times. We don't have any other dirt in our inventory, so let's pick up all of this and bam, 64 blocks. That's pretty much the redstone part of this finished. Now for the aesthetical part of the build, I went ahead and kind of finished off the shell of this place. So all the walls are pretty much as they should be now, which is cool. And this thing in the back, part of its reason is to cover up redstone, and another part is to, well, it's going to be a chimney type of deal coming off the top of here. Because think about it, if they're serving like cooked meat, they're going to have some kind of chimney type thing to exhaust the fumes or the smoke coming off of the grill. So there's carpets here. I'm going to have signs here and here saying to drop diamonds under the carpet, and then steak will fall down. So there are going to be windows in this build, which is pretty cool. So we are going to want to decorate anywhere that there's like dirt showing that you'll be able to see through the windows, because that'll look kind of junky. But anyway, let's kind of start off with the front. We're going to have some fence posts there. We're going to have stair and another one. Put that stair there. That stair there. We're going to stretch some slabs across the top. There's going to be a little bit of an archway like that. A little bit above this archway, we're actually going to punch out a couple of blocks here and a couple of blocks here. We're going to change those into something else. A little bit of quartz there, a little bit of coal there. It looks kind of like a cow with a bit of a milk mustache on him. Kind of like a pointed roof. It's going to be pretty simple, yet, I don't know, good looking. It's going to be a good looking roof. That's kind of decent looking, but at the same time, it feels like it's missing something. So bam, the front of it's going to look a little something like that. The roof is now finished, and I actually made a mistake whenever I did this part here. It's kind of got a bit of a curve, not too big a one, but it does the job. No one's really going to notice that detail, considering I can't even notice it from the ground. But then again, I'm kind of short, maybe like a taller person would be able to see it. The chimney comes up, it starts as just solid blocks, but once it passes like the roof level, it turns into stairs just to give it a little bit more dimension. So there's going to be a couple layers of stairs here. I didn't have these in the original design, but sometimes it rains and rain will put out fire. Boom, that's kind of fantastic, don't you agree? One little detail that I want to add to this chimney is some of these cracked stone bricks. Now they don't have to be often, but I would like to at least have some of them in here. So a little something like that. See, I don't have too many in there, but I think it's a good enough amount. So next up, what I want to do is kind of punch out a little bit of where I want some of these windows to be. I'm actually going to try to make them kind of look like spots on a cow. Boom, bam, here's another window. I think it works. It's decent. It works. It gets the job done. It really like livens the place up. Like it was kind of boring a second ago, but with these windows, it just looks kind of nice. We can even come in here and there's some windows looking around. And because of those windows, that's why we're going to need to change out this under area to have some better blocks. Sign number 1, welcome to the cooked cow. Sign number 2, drop 1 diamond onto carpet for 64 steak. My next project will be to tear down his shop in town center and move all the steak here. And with that, we're ready to call BuildMineSurvive's cooked cow shop complete. I actually named it myself, but he seemed like he was okay with the name, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, we might as well give this thing an official test run. Oh, I also added some signs here. Shop owner, BuildMineSurvive, constructed by Lukezilla. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and drop a diamond in here. Look at that. Just rain and steak. Oh yeah. Hello, BuildMineSurvive.
Hello, Pigman. When did you get such a high voice? Wow, I'm impressed. Oh, there you are. I didn't see you there. I only saw the Pigman.
Do you know who I am?
You sound kind of like Lukezilla, but you look like the thousands of noobs on Mineplex.
This is my new skin.
Oh, it's beautiful. But I got one too. Did you notice? Is it pretty? I look kind of like a zombie.
This like teal colored shirt and some blue pants and
yeah, basically a zombie, but without the whole undead part.
Right.
I wanted to avoid that as much as possible. So I heard it was a little painful, so I decided to kind of skip out on that part.
Just be human. Are you ready to see this?
I'm totally ready. Totally.
Okay, follow me this way. Follow the sound of my voice.
All right, here we go. The grand reveal in 3, 2, A 1. Oh, it looks just like the one creative that you sent to me. Well,
yeah.
I'd expect that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, there it is. Yo, I want to try it. Can I buy steak from my own shop? Oh, wow. Look at this fancy smancy redstone.
So I'm not the best at redstone. I'm sure you could have came up with a way better way to do this, but
yeah.
You know, it works well.
Yeah, that's one way to make a quad pulse. That is definitely one way. And now I'm gonna hopefully get rained on precisely 1 stack. Here we go. Oh, this is so cool.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I love it. Oh, you pick up. Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
I don't think I picked up any, but
no, I got exactly 64. Perfect. So if we wanted to set up a chest for leather,
I guess the best place would be like here.
Yeah, or just make it so that it pulses 8 times really fast on each half for steak and leather. All right, so we've got the leather 1 diamond per stack and leather payments over here. And hi there, you are kind of creepy. Spying on the boss now. Oh, I see. All right, well, thank you for showing me around, and I'll be seeing you around the server. See ya. Toodaloo. Have fun while I'm gone. Say hi to JSM for me.
Okay.
Say bye to Exxon Cam for me. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to show your support by hitting that like button. Make sure to check out BuildMineSurvive's channel because he's the reason that we made this shop. And it's his shop, so go over and support him. He's a cool dude. Anyway, leave the friend zone, join the fam. Want to know how? Subscribe to my channel. And make sure to have a good night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is for you. Have a great one, and I will catch ya next time.
Yes,
dude, look.
No.
I knew that was a bad idea.
The blaze. I did not think it would go that far.
Holy cow. I guess he was like aiming at one of us and then missed and then just kept on going. Well,
yeah, I think we need a fire station on the old iCraft server.
Yeah, seriously. Good thing there's like no other trees around that one.